Good Friday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. This is becoming a little bit of a habit. I'm enjoying getting to visit with everyone now, and more than I think this is 4 nights in a row now. And if I remember right, the last time we did 4 nights in a row, you have to go back to 2020 when we were first getting started with BCP Live, and we were doing this 6 out of 7 nights a week, Todd. And I was enjoying in March and April and May getting to visit with folks because Durant was, dealing with all that was going on, the surroundings in 2020. I'm sure you remember all of that. But I have to tell you, I knew even at the time that 6 out of 7 nights a week was not sustainable. So I'm enjoying. I've gotten to 1 or 2 nights a week, but 4 is fun now, and I have gotten to visit with a lot of good people. So, folks, here is the next person in the list of good people that I'm getting an opportunity to visit with, Todd O'Neal, who is running for city council in Durant. Don't forget, let me say really quickly, April 4th, which is Tuesday, which is now just 4 days away. You need to go out and vote and keep that in mind. So, Todd, thank you again for being with me here on BCP Live. And listen, tell us a little bit about who you are, how long you've been in Durant, and just a bit of what you do.
Okay, well, thank you, Joey, for having me. I am Todd O'Neal, and I'm running for the Ward 2 position for Durant City Council. I'm originally from Broken Bow and grew up there, went to school in Broken Bow, and started my law enforcement career in McCurtain County in 1992. And so I worked primarily law enforcement in Southeast Oklahoma. And in 2008, I came to the Texoma area and took a job at Lake Texoma as a park ranger there. And then I worked with them and worked at the city of Madill for a little while. And then I went on to Lake Murray and worked there, and I left there. And I've done over 25 years in city, county, state law enforcement, working for government. And I came here in Durant almost 3 years ago, and like Durant, and I really love the area and like being a part of the community here. And not a whole lot more to tell about my background.
All right. Well, it sounds like a whole lot of Southern Oklahoma, and I appreciate that. And you start talking about Lake Texoma and Madill and even Lake Murray over there. I grew up in the Ardmore area, so that's close to home for me. I appreciate that. Well, being then a part of the Durant area now and liking this place, running for city council, what prompted you to do that?
Well, I've been going to council meetings for a while now. Council meetings, ward meetings, planning commission, other meetings, and just watching, listening to what's going on, listening to the citizens, listening to what is going on with the council, and didn't really think about running for council because I live in Ward 2 and there wasn't a vacancy. And then there ended up being a vacancy kind of at the last minute, something unexpected. And I just thought, I felt compelled. I felt drawn to put my hat in the ring because of all the experience that I've had with municipal government. I worked as an assistant police chief in Broken Bow for almost 8 years and did a lot of other duties that weren't really considered law enforcement, a lot of other administrative duties, grant writing and grant research, and not just for the police department, but for the entire city, and did a lot of that kind of thing, and just dealing with budgets and city ordinances and policy and procedure development, things like that. And so when this vacancy came up, I thought, well, I think I can make a difference. I think my experience, I think I can help make a difference and help make things better. And so I decided to throw my hat in the ring.
Visiting with Todd O'Neal here on BCP Live tonight. Todd, I understand that it doesn't matter what what job you're doing, sometimes you wind up doing other jobs and learning along the way too. That sounds like it's something that you did. You had an opportunity to learn along the way.
Yeah, when you're looking at small
Hope
agencies,
Todd's still with us here. Todd, can you hear me?
Yeah. Did we cut out for a minute? Uh-oh.
It seems that way. It seems like there's a little bit of an internet issue. I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe that it may be on my end, but that's all right. If you can still hear me, then let me ask you this question.
Okay, sure.
And it'll give you a chance to talk a little bit here. And I rarely have the poor internet, but I think that may be the case tonight. But anyway, Todd, let me ask you this, and I'd like you to address this and maybe expand just a little bit. Priorities for you when talking about learning different things, and that you can bring a little bit of experience to the table from the small town municipality. But if you were elected, what would be some things that you looked at as maybe something you'd like to address?
Well, definitely my main priority would be our infrastructure, our streets, our roads, our freshwater sewer systems, our landfill, those types of things. They're in disrepair. They need repair. We need to upgrade, and to grow our city for the growth that we need, we've got to fix those things first. We've got to upgrade those things first. Then all these other things will come along with it. But if you don't have a strong foundation, and if you don't have the capability to provide water and sewer for a new development, if you don't have the capability to provide water and sewer for new industry, then what's the point? I mean, you can't generate more tax money by bringing in new business if you can't bring in the business. So I think that is the most important thing. That would be my number one priority. And then our economic development, to continue to recruit businesses, to continue to recruit industry to come in here that will bring more tax revenue, that will create more jobs, bring more people. And I think if we have all those things, then the other things, the other things will come.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have growth. We're going to have other things come, but we've got to have the foundation first. So that's kind of would be my priorities.
I understand. And internet has stabilized out a little bit here on my end, so I was able to catch all of that. Well, in using your time then wisely tonight, Todd, and I appreciate you stopping by. If you had an opportunity to just share with the people and ask for their vote, I don't know how all the forums went, but I want to give you that chance to just address the people individually and to reach out to them. So what would you say in closing?
Well, I would just say that there's been some negativity, and there seems to have been some blaming, and I don't think that accomplishes anything. I'm here to represent the citizens of Durant. I don't represent any particular group, businesses. I want to be a voice for every citizen of Durant, be responsive to them, and I want to carry their voice forward. And I want to work with everybody and listen to everybody's opinion, everybody's voice, and do what's best for the citizens of Durant. And so that's the thing that I just don't see, that placing blame on anyone helps us in moving forward. And I would tell you that attending a lot of these meetings with the city, there's a lot of good things that the city is doing. I mean, there's things that we've done with business. The Industrial Authority has a business boot camp where people can attend a program to better their business, and they can get up to a $7,000 grant. They've given out several of those. I was at one of the DIA meetings, and that was one of the things on their agenda. The comprehensive plan, that's been approved for a long time now and been in use. That's what the city uses for our land use ordinances. Matter of fact, right now the city's in, they're working with a firm to update all the land use ordinances, all of those things, to bring those things current that haven't been updated since the 80s.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good things that the city's doing, and a lot of good things that the city administration is doing. And if you don't attend those meetings, or you don't at least watch them online, you don't know about those things. And I just want to say that I support our city employees, I support our city administration. Do we have issues? Yeah, we have issues, but I think as a whole, the people that work for the city and the people in the city administration, they care about their job, they care about the community, they're trying to do the right thing, and I want to continue to help them, support them, and keep moving forward with the things that we've already accomplished. So that's what I would say in asking for your vote, is just, I want to represent everybody, and I want to support our city, and I would really appreciate your vote.
Well, thank you, Todd. I appreciate that, and I also appreciate that positive attitude in heading in, and I'll let what you said stand. Folks, voting is important, so we all need to do our part. Don't forget April 4th. That is Tuesday, and there are elections. You'll have an opportunity to vote for 3 different candidates. Vote three spots. So don't forget about that. That is if you're voting for Durant. There are other elections going on in Bryan County as well. So if you're watching this, you're not living in the city of Durant. We've been able to talk to a lot of folks running for city council for Durant, but there are other spots as well. I believe even a seat on the school board in Ashley too. So keep that in mind. A lot going on in Bryan County, and we've appreciated, Todd, the opportunity to visit with you tonight. Todd O'Neal, who is running for city council Ward 2. Thank you very much for taking time with us tonight, sir.
Thank you for having me, Joey.
Want to close out like we always do. I want to remind everyone, if you're watching BCP Live, don't forget Tuesday nights, and this coming Tuesday night, we will have election results at 9 o'clock. By that time, we should know enough to be able to give you good, always unofficial. They're always unofficial for a day or two, but we should be able to give you a good report by Tuesday night. In the meantime, let me remind you as we close out, be wise, walk in love, and do not walk in fear. Those are good things to do, and if you can practice those every day, I really believe things will go well for you. All right. So thank you very much again for watching. I'm Joey McWilliams. God bless you. And we will see you the next time here on BCP Live.